So not too far away for a kickoff here. Central Coast on the right of screen in the pink tags. Gets us underway with the kickoff down from David Rose. And with the Patriots having first use of the football. The rain has actually stopped now, which is a good sign. And the field has done well to battle the weather conditions. Barely any puddles now in the centre field. Not the same for the cricket pitch you can see at the top of your screen now in the background. Thankfully, that is not on the field of play though. As Classer now puts a kick through deep down into Central Coast territory. This one's trickling towards the touchline. And they had to play it there. So a very effective kick there for the Patriots to have Central Coast pinned down on their own try line. Bit of work to do here now, the Coasties. Cardell there took the hit up. Oh, slipping over there was Morrison. Quick to his feet though. And they come down the right-hand side. Booth takes it up for the Central Coast on the last. Here's the clearing kick from McDowell. That ball just won't bounce on due to the heavy conditions, but it did find open pasture. A little basketball lob over the top, and the referee said it was good. Allowed play to continue. And the Patriots now advance the football to be 10 shy of the halfway line. Full of running and jinking and weaving there was Sheeran. To the left they go. This time the ball with Malaro. He got a pass away. Play on was the call, but they didn't make much further distance on that second phase. So Malaro then gets the grubber kick through, just looking for the sideline. So they're playing a game of control and execution here. So
not a bad tactic there. The reset. And those puddles have gone off the main field now, so it makes it easier for kicking and trying to control the game.
One with me 20.
So first tag down on the books for this set for the Central Coast. So bring it up towards the halfway line.
Three. Here it is, 12.
Going back to the mark to play it there is Moya. Now McLean just takes a little scoot from dummy half, but he'll quickly picked off. So McDowell distributes from dummy half. Gowan with the kick downfield. And this one should find the sideline as well. So
10 metres in for the
a little
touchdown.
tactical game unfolding here at the moment for this men's 45s final. The Australian Oztag Championships of 2023 from CX Stadium. Michael Golikov and Kieran Duncan bringing you this one. So Paul Moses plays the ball back for the Patriots.
Keep working, 18.
Now Canan.
You're good now.
They look for a kick here. It's got good distance on it too. Then it hits a couple of puddles and stops in its tracks. And getting back there for Graham with Central Coast. And they're going to get a penalty here against the defending side.
Obstruction there, either obstruction or surrender. He picked the ball up and just stopped.
He said he just can't stop. So yeah, maybe it's a surrender was the call from the referee. So the Patriots now with a real opportunity at their disposal. Wapana there looked threatening, but he was quickly picked off. So they come across to the left-hand side now. Yen. He got a pass free, found Casa. And he'll be tagged about 7 out from the Central Coast line. A little flick pass back on the inside. It was a little bit too fancy, couldn't be taken in. And Thompson there was waiting with open arms to pick up the scraps. And the pressure valve just relieved for the Central Coast now. But still well within their own red zone. They need something to go their way. Haven't had a chance to explore attacking football at the end of the park just yet. So Healy will go back to the mark and play it. McLean, in fact. Now going for a scoot is Rose. He'll be tagged on the 4th, about 15 short of the halfway line. Plays it back to McLean. Now McDowell beat one, got the ball free. This is promising for the Central Coast. Over the halfway line they go. Just didn't have anyone looming up in support, but Cardell with a great run downfield for the Coast. Who have another couple up their sleeve, and unfortunately just given away a penalty for an obstruction.
Yeah, just coming back, stepping back behind the play the ball there.
And that was very unfortunate, more so the fact that they had made that great run downfield into opposition territory for probably the first time of this first half, and they surrender possession due to
With me,
a
18-31.
unforced error. So now the Patriots bring it back up over the halfway line. The ball with the lead.
Here it is,
And
7.
he'll be tagged about 5
Hold.
minutes inside of Central
Hold.
Coast territory. So no score on the board. We've had 5 minutes of play in this first half between Central Coast and the Patriots, who just knocked the ball wrong
0.
in this men's 45 final. So Central Coast
Play
will
on at the same time.
get this ball back in relatively good field position, just shy of the halfway line. Rose plays it back.
Play on.
Now to Thompson.
2.
Play the ball was a little sloppy, but okay enough.
3. Back it, back.
Now
That's it.
Healy will play it
Go.
back for Central Coast, who are just edging closer to the Patriots line. Now Rose.
4.
Out to the left they go. That was a great tag and echoed by the referee's analysis as well. There's the kick from the Central Coast. It's going to be too deep. Well, that's almost. How do you find a kick that rolls that far on a field like this?
Yeah, that's right. He was only 20 metres out then, so yeah, a bit heavy.
Come back,
But it was some nice tagging there from Ryan Francis, I think, from the Patriots.
And they get that kick though illustrates the difference of field conditions within the field at the moment, because in that northeastern corner the rain has really drained well, and it was almost like a rock solid pitch. It just kept rolling.
Just kept going, didn't it?
0. Come back here.
But it's not the same around the centre third of the ground, where there's still some heavy
2.
conditions, and the ball seems to just stop like an anchor being thrown out of your tinny. And
Obstruction
You're
again.
running behind your player.
so both
There were two
teams have
players
been
who ran
guilty
behind them.
here of an obstruction running at the behind the ruck. Central Coast now will get the ball
Yep.
back into
Wait for
good
the touch.
striking
When you're ready,
distance.
go.
Can they taste a try coming up here? Change direction, ball across to Booth.
1.
They come across the back line. Moya
2.
tries to
Work at 13.
create a
You're
mistake
good.
in the defence, but he was well picked off in the end. Morrison got a pass free,
3.
picked up Graham, and this is the third. They're 5 metres inside the western touchline. Graham goes, Morrison in fact runs away and beats one, then couldn't get past the second line of defence. So getting close to the end of the set here. A little wraparound ball back on the inside, and then a penalty is going to come to the Coast right on the try line of the Patriots. So this is a golden opportunity here for the Central Coast to hit the front. The men's 45 final.
That way.
Davey Rose is setting up a play here at the back.
There.
So they've got good shape out to the right. They draw them to the left, and then they go to the right. And here's that play unfolding, but the tag, I think, fell off in the end. So it all went to nothing pretty quickly. So the Central Coast now need to reset
Make the line.
and come up with another plan of attack. Morrison.
3. 1.
Rose just takes the settler. At the moment, they're just playing a little one out. No room there for Booth. He's quickly picked off. They go down the short side. Not a lot of opportunity there, so they realise that and change of angle of attack to Carden now, who will earn another penalty
Can't grab him.
for Central Coast. So they've grabbed him without the tag, so this is back-to-back penalties within the red zone. Central Coast must capitalise here. They go across to the right side. Running at speed was Booth. He'll be tagged about 2 metres short of the line. They shape to the right, go to the left.
2.
But Rose there didn't have a lot to do, or a lot of opportunity rather.
3.
Now McDowell will take the tag about 8 metres out from the Patriots line. Morrison calls a play on the inside, takes the tag himself. So they're burning tags here, the Central Coast, without much to show for it. They come across to the right-hand side.
5 and last.
Again, it's Booth who asks the questions, but they manage to stop him, and this is the last for the Central Coast. What's the play here? The wraparound. They come across to the right-hand side. Ball back on the inside, hits the deck, picked up. Still play on's the call from the referee. They put a little grabber kick there through. There should be Patriots back there to clean up the scraps, and they are. And Sheeran saves the day for the Patriots. So plenty of pressure to absorb there for the Patriots, but Central Coast couldn't capitalise.
They did quite well, the Patriots there. They were under a fair bit of pressure, but Central Coast for mine just weren't moving that ball around enough. I think they kept going through the middle and, yeah, no result.
Hold there, don't go yet.
So still 0 on the score. Almost through
4.
the first half of the first half.
6.
Just 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go till the siren for the break.
Hold. Go.
This is the last here for the Patriots.
That's good.
Nice
Chases
kick.
on.
Good height, good distance, good travel. Ball heading back towards the try line, but good work there in the retaliation from Graham. He beat 2 defenders to get out of trouble for the Central Coast. They need a bit of urgency here, though, with Gowan beating the first defence, but not the second. Pass back on the inside was difficult, and that was in a tough assignment. The ball was out in front of him, and the Patriots player was standing there to create a disturbance, and it worked well in that regard.
Very tough ball in these conditions.
So they come across to the right-hand side. Not a lot of room to operate there, so changing the angle of attack there. Diaz comes back through the middle. And this is a 0 tag count, so it's been restarted. Now Wapana.
1 on the line, 18. Hold. Go.
Come across to the left. Casa. Got to pass through to Wapana.
You've got to come forward.
He's still going, but then elects to take the tag about 15 out from the Central Coast line and way to the left.
Come on,
and just
move
feeling a little bit disjointed at the moment. Referee says you've got to move forward, otherwise they'll give up a penalty for not playing on. And now the Patriots find themselves a little bit closer, about 7 metres out from the Central Coast line. They've stacked the short side. They're coming across now. Ball back on the inside, diving for the line. And the tag was made.
Nice tag there.
So they go down the short side once more. Play back on the inside for Hannah. There wasn't anything doing there, so he was quickly picked off. And this is the last for the Patriots. So Wapana there. Got a pass free and going over. No, the pass was forward. Well, it looked like it was going to be the opening try for the Patriots, but the referee said that pass went forward and will change it over for Central Coast.
Gee, very clever ball, wasn't it? Marginally forward, but very clever.
No, it's roll ball. Roll ball. Play the ball. Play the ball. Play the ball.
Well, despite it being a forward pass, it was the most threatening opportunity we've seen in the match from any side so far. That's an ordinary play the ball, and the referee agrees, so that's a pretty expensive error for Central Coast.
You run into him.
Castle will play it back.
Back. No
In
marker.
fact, he takes the ball forward with no marker. So it'll be wrapped up 3 metres out from the Central Coast line. No one out to the right, but they still go that way anyway. Hannah tries to create something out of nothing. And he'll be tagged about 2 metres in from the western touchline. Now Katina. Building more pressure on the Central Coast try line. Wapana gets a ball free. Picked up Laird. Leads over the line. Referee looks at the spot and says go back and play it. It was actually Francis there, the number 17, who was over the line but without a tag. The ball's gone backwards here for the Patriots. This will be the last. So Francis offloads to Wapana. Puts a grubber kick through. Chasing hard on his own kick and can't get the ball down cleanly.
Hobbled it.
Knock on. No.
He's still saying, can we go upstairs and have a look at it on the Power Productions video replay? But referee says no.
Very handy, the one for the Patriots, isn't he? Good ball skill and dangerous around the middle. Very good hands.
So the Coast now working out from their own territory. Still real arm wrestle here. Scoreline indicates that.
It's like similar to the earlier games, Michael, where they struggled to get the ball out of this 20-30 metre line here.
So McLean does well, though, to beat it through and then get an opportunity opened up for Booth, who advances the football even further.
Stay there.
So now they're 5 metres inside of Patriots' half. That ball's gone backwards. Should be play on? No.
Knock on.
There was a knock on there. So that's unfortunate for the Coast because they started to get a bit of an ascendancy unfolding there. And that unforced error hands the ball back to the Patriots just inside of Central Coast territory. So way to the right they go. Going to change directions, brings Canan through the middle corridor.
Back at the first mark. Come back.
Milano, they're running solidly onto the ball. He'll be wrapped up and has to go back to the mark, so that just gives the defensive line more time to reset. Go across to the left now, ball back on the inside. Thomas was quickly stopped though on the second phase. Bowery. He offloads to Canan. They keep it alive for Katsina. Thought he was seeing an opening, but he was stopped there by the Central Coast defence. So this is the last for the Patriots, and a tag's fallen off, so they'll have to turn it over. And that's all come to nothing. A little bit of argy-bargy in the play of the ball, a little bit of a tit for tap, and all part of the fun for these men's 45s. They're experienced campaigners. They know how to get under each other's skin. That play of the ball was a little bit ordinary, but
it was, yes.
They got away with it there, the Central Coast.
3. Come back.
About 7 metres short of the halfway line now, the boys in blue.
4.
Or the men in blue.
Inside.
That kick has taken a nice deflection, but then they couldn't get the ball back cleanly.
0.
And it will go back to the Patriots. And they'll give away a penalty now for a bit of a tackle. It is tag, not tackle.
Tap there, mate.
4.5 to go in this first half. Patriots get the ball back underway into the Central Coast half.
2. Back. That's it.
So they come across to the right-hand side. Now Sharon
3.
thought he
Great tag.
beat the defence, and even the referee can see it's a good tag. It's great to have the referee's audio. It really takes us inside the playing arena. Get a great
4 on the ground.
bird's eye view almost of what it's like to be out there. Now Wapana got the pass away and they changed directions, but they got an offside penalty against the Central Coast, so they'll keep the ball rolling forward here, the Patriots. 3 3/4 to go to the halftime siren, Kieran.
Sorry, Michael, you can hear the referee saying, yep, you got to get back, boys. I've told you twice.
So the Patriots now take it forward.
1.
Kassar plays it back. Quick scoot out of dummy half goes Laird.
He got tagged.
He didn't want to die wondering. He went for the try line, but the defence there was good enough to stop him only centimetres short. So Wapana there, turns the ball back on the inside, finds Diaz, who goes over and finds 2 tags back in the field of play. Good defence again here for the Central Coast. Wapana gets the ball free, picks up Kassar.
He likes that short ball off his hip, doesn't he, Rapana?
Couple more up their sleeve here, the Patriots. Little grab a kick there through Kenan. And
he's kicked it, you're in front. Let it go.
There's a bit of
Hey,
scuffling going on here.
Boys, just wait.
Tensions are high. They're playing for
9.
national title glory. This is the men's 45 final. Central Coast defending their line against the Sydney Patriots. Great to have you clicked onto the Oztag Facebook page. Here's a try to the Patriots. Well, he's looked threatening Wapana, and he just caught a little lazy defence there, napping, and opened up a try. And it just had to be one of those little individual plays that proved the difference in the end.
Yeah, look, I think that was all set up from his previous plays. He'd sort of bounced and then popped the short ball, and that time he bounced and went himself. So I think he set that up for himself then from the previous 3 or 4 plays.
Here's the replay.
Yeah, 1-0.
He had 3 players looming up on the right, and then that missed tag there by Booth. He went for it. He was awake to what he needed to do, but he just had an air swing and came up with nothing. And that results a try, and the only one so far, to the Patriots. 1-0 they lead with 1 3/4 to the halftime break. So Central Coast now with plenty of urgency. They'd love to draw level as we go to the halftime siren in around 90 seconds time.
3.
Yeah, he's been asking a lot of questions, Serwin Rapana.
So Moya trapped on the 4th for the Central Coast. So they accelerate down the right-hand side. The chase is good. That takes a deflection here. Can they stop them? And that's a good pass away from the first line of defence. And they improve the run back, and Brown takes the tag for the Patriots.
2.
Just over a minute left to go. Patriots go for an early kick. It'll find the sideline. It won't be a 50-10.
It's gone out.
Not a bad tactic. Give themselves a breather. I think you'll find the Coast boys are down to about 5 or 6 subs as well, which is going to be tough in a final.
And your mate's inside there.
And you mentioned that both these 2 teams in their qualifying final played out a draw. So, oh no, that's unfortunate there. Drop ball by the Central Coast. So it really is going to be a war of attrition for this one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you got to remember these guys have played 7 or 8 games at 45, so they do start to get a bit tired. So it's a shame that we do only see the final.
Away to the left they go. Oh, nice flick pass back on the inside. Moses thought he'd parted the seas, but he had to go back to the mark and play the ball.
Wait here, mate. Wait here. Don't go yet.
Tagged about 20 short of the Central Coast line. Milano. And he got a penalty here, so the siren about to sound. Not sure if they'll get this tap away. And there it is in the background, but the referee says no, we've got to just one more play until I blow the whistle. So they're going to try for a try, or are they just going to wind the clock down? No, they're going to put something on and then drop the ball. So a bit of an anticlimax there, but they will take a one-try advantage to the halftime break.
Yeah, thank you.
And the Coast boys aren't too happy with that.
Well, you know, they trail by one, but that's not a huge scoreline to claw back.
Yeah, that's right, and they are at the difficult end of the field as well, as we've seen previously. I think it could be a different game when we get down this drier part of the pitch. But yeah, there's no puddles or surface water now, which is a good sign.
So Central Coast there, you can see the team huddle. No doubt talking through what they need to improve for the second half and trying to remain confident. Look, you can see there's plenty of animation for the Patriots. They're clapping hands, no face slapping. That's sort of something that's gone by the way.
Yeah, I know you mean.
The great Tommy Rodonics. Synonymous for that in rugby league archives. Here's Central Coast again talking tactics though. And looks like the rain might be just starting to come back. Not as heavy as it was before though.
Sorry, they are down a few players, like I mentioned. One of their crafty players, Steve Dawson's, he's on the sideline as well. So they are down to five subs, the Coast. But they'll be certainly looking to hit back here. Here's a replay. He's just gone to the line, little jink, missed tag, and yeah, he's got to try straight through the middle.
So as far as tries are concerned, that's the solitary one we've seen in this men's 45 final. And we've seen a lot of time spent coming off their respective lines. It's just the way the matches are being played this Sunday finals day of the 2023 Australian Senior Championships because of the wet conditions. It's very hard to play an elaborate, expansive game of OzTag, particularly when you run the risk of dropping that slippery ball. So you've got to play a conservative style, but still somehow find a way to score enough points. So that assignment made all the more difficult due to the weather conditions.
Hey mate, just fix your shirt up, falling out the back there.
Okay, so
Get a bigger shirt.
Wapana says, mate, doesn't fit me properly. Get a bigger shirt, or do some more training. Says the man who sits in the commentary box.
Yeah, the field's starting to dry up quite well, isn't it? A bit of water on that cricket pitch area, but the field's looking pretty good at the moment.
Oh, that's a nice kick downfield and well trapped and drawn backwards, because if it went forward, it would have been an expensive way to restart for the Central Coast.
2, here it is, 1, keep working, keep working. 3, same time.
So that was a simultaneous play to continue. So Booth takes advantage of the indecisive Patriots defence and takes the football within 10 metres of the halfway. They come across to the left-hand side now. Gowan on the 5th will be trapped 5 short of the halfway. The Patriots defence very fast in their defence, and that has forced an error because they race to the kick, the Central Coast, expecting a chase, and that kick lofted high over the referee's shoulders. So it's going to be a penalty to the Patriots. So, I mean, that is just an example of, desperate defence turning a result in your favour.
That's right. They weren't kicking from good field position either there for the Coast, so a bit of pressure from the Patriots.
So Patriots now with that 1-0 advantage, go back on the attack through Yen. Out to Wapana.
Knock on.
Who knocks the ball on, the try scorer.
Left, right side.
Then tosses the ball away. So we're back underway now for Central Coast.
1.
He's been good for the Central Coast Booth, asking questions when he can, but he's been well contained by that solid Patriots defence. So this is good for the Central Coast. Some good energy as they leap forward towards the halfway line. Good offload. Now Booth pins his ears back, finds that open ground through the middle.
Oh, play on.
Still going, Booth. He thought he was tagged. Nonetheless, he's stopped short of the 5 metres of the Patriots line. They've got massive overlap out to the left if they can get there quickly. They just weren't fast enough. And the pass still alive for the Central Coast. And then they get a penalty as well. So that is some good result for the Central Coast.
Yeah, late tag there.
No, it's a late tag.
So no advantage, so the refs pulled it back.
And Booth set that up with a incisive run downfield, and now a penalty here. So they've just got plenty of time up their sleeve to set something up here. Gowan runs at the line. The ball battered down by the Patriots, so the tag count will restart again.
That's it. That'll do.
Shape to the left, goes to the right to Booth. Then he offloads. Cardell couldn't find a way through. Need a try here, the Central Coast. Moya will be tagged. 12 metres out from the Patriots line. Booth goes for a run, but couldn't get away from the marker defence. So he goes back and plays it to Cardell, who then offloads. Ball wrapped in to the middle. Booth, again, it's been touched by a Patriot, then lost by the Central Coast. Referee just can confirm confirmation from his sideline official that it was indeed a Patriots knock-on. They got the call right.
No, it's just to play the ball.
So Central Coast tag count restarts once more. Can they find the leveler here?
Patriots would be getting tired with all this defence.
Plays it back to Lead, who distributes across to the left-hand side.
2. Here it is, 12 and 20, and number 9.
Now, Gowan picks up Booth. Booth again, looking like one of the strike weapons for this men's 45 Central Coast side. Gowan offloading, gets a kick away to Moya. Moya kicks ahead and regathers and then dives over to score. Referee says you're stopped short of the line. Good effort in both attack and defence there. Still alive for the Central Coast, and the ball lost and intercepted by the Patriots. And they've diffused that situation well. So Central Coast were trying to find a try and they came home empty.
3.
So Lead will play it back for the Patriots. 14 and a half minutes left to go to decide the men's 45s final for 2023 at the Australian Senior Oztag Championships here at CX Stadium. Here's going to be a penalty against the attacking team.
Definitely. There was no gap there. He ran straight into him.
So Central Coast will get the reward from that infringement just inside of their opposition territory.
No.
Morrison's back out there for the men in blue.
3. Great tag.
So they're about 20 metres out. The Patriots' defence has been rock solid. Central Coast need to find that something a little better. Woodhouse there. Beat the first line of defence. Then he's tagged about 12 metres out from the Patriots line. To the left they go. They had a player overrunning the play. And in fact, that was exacerbated by a player wrapping around behind him, and they've given away an infringement penalty.
1.
It was unfortunate for the Coast because they were looking good there when they went to the left. Just obstruction there from Morrison.
So the Patriots now bring it back out towards the halfway line. Is a one-try scoreline enough to take the men's 45 final? Still 13 minutes left to go. It looks like it's shaping up to be a low-scoring affair here in this men's 45 final. Central Coast coming right off their own try line.
Very well weighted kick.
I'd be going for an early kick here, but they find a bit of opportunity towards the right-hand side. Graham trapped there, only 8 metres out from his own line.
4.
And here's the Central Coast up towards the halfway line, but it is the 5th, and they're still, in fact, 20 metres short of the halfway line, and then a knock-on. So
Knock on.
that is an expensive set
Hand it over.
for Central Coast. I mentioned before it could have been an opportunity to go for an early kick, particularly if the opposition are running on wholesale changes, that's when you can really take advantage.
Definitely. I just don't know if the Coast boys had enough in there, enough petrol in the tank to get to it. They look pretty exhausted to me.
So now Wapana got a pass free, picked up Milano. As I said, acting half to Wapana. He wants a second to his score tally.
This is where he's dangerous, 10 metres out.
Come across the left-hand side, Milano. And there's some contact there. And it was initiated by the attacking player, so they will surrender possession. And Central Coast now, again, with that unenviable task to come off their own line.
Yeah, the onus is on the attacking team there to avoid the defender.
Stop there, don't go yet now. 3.
McLean picked up quickly there by the Patriots defence. Something brewing out there on the left hand for the Central Coast now. But the Patriots defence were able to slide and shut them down. This is the last. Again, they haven't crossed the halfway line. Can they find a big kick here? It's a decent kick. Referee says I'll allow it. You heard it in the background. Was getting up to the height of the referee's shoulders, but was deemed to be within the rules of the game. So the Patriots now bring it back up towards the halfway line. There's some contact there, but I think that was accidental, and referee didn't see a problem with it. So the Patriots still with the ball at hand. Wapana.
3.
Now the ball with Diaz into Central Coast half. Wapana again getting heavily involved. A long pass out there to the 7 in lead. He got a pass away to Thomas.
A nice ball there from the 23.
17 on the line, mate. One more step, come on. That's it, you're good.
Thomas a dummy half.
Play on.
They come across back through the middle. This time Sharon. Now onto Wapana. Out to the corner they go.
Oh, his tags are on.
And Sharon's gone over to score a try for the Patriots. A match-winning try, possibly. They've got a lot of work to do now, Central Coast.
Knock my watch off. Just that nice bottle's just over there. 2-0.
2-0. That's going to be difficult for the Coast.
Here's the replay action unfolding.
2-0.
There's a quick shift out to the right. And just a missed tag there. You'd sort of expect that one to be made.
He didn't have much room to work with in the corner there.
All back.
So we're back underway there, and Moya nearly made a meal of the restart, but they managed to tidy it up and keep the ball in their position, Central Coast, but they need to push the accelerator now. Cardell tagged about a metre inside of their own half. They'll cross the centre stripe on this play. Out to the left they go.
5.
But it is the last.
Hold there, mate. Don't go yet. Go. Kick's good.
Queen gets the kick away, and it will roll over the dead ball line. So it'll come back for a 7-tag set for the Patriots.
Where you are, 10.
Well, they're trying hard, Central Coast, but
Let's go.
the scoreboard is their enemy in both
Tap it.
the try tally and the
Where you
minutes
are.
remaining.
Tap.
Yeah, they definitely look like they've got more energy, the Patriots, haven't they? They're up very fast in defence, and it looks like their side's a lot got a lot more petrol in the tank than the Coast boys.
2.
So lead gets up rather gingerly there. He took a roll and
Go.
came a bit worse for wear. So they shifted across back through the middle here. The Patriots now the ball with Yen. Quick play the ball. They go down through Diaz. He got a pass away, and they ran out of room there. So Hannah had to take a tag before he went over the sideline. Going for a grubber kick here. It's nicely weighted towards the sideline, and it's found the sideline, but it should come back to the Central Coast. No?
No, very nice kick, 50-10 there.
It just got a 50-10 away. Well, that was a perfect kick. And you can play with that confidence when you lead 2-0. And the Patriots now looking like they're ready to shift it up a gear and put this one beyond reasonable doubt.
He's just trying to slow the clock down a bit here.
He's a wily character, Wapana.
1.
Ooh.
Got a pass away, but it was late. So Diaz thought he was in open space there, but
Come on, let's
Wapana
go.
gets to play back. And again, referee saying, come on, stop stalling. I know what you guys are up to. Away goes to Canan. Ball back on the inside lead. He gets a pass away and they change direction, but again another obstruction. There's at least 3 of them so far in this men's 45 final. So the ball will be handed back to the Central Coast.
That can happen a lot when you start switching the ball back a lot, like both of these teams have been doing.
So Central Coast now bring it back out from their own red zone.
1 with me, 20. Good now. 2. Work at 7. You're good.
You would think the Coast would need a try here, wouldn't you, off this play?
3.
With 6.5 minutes to go.
So the ball with Moria.
4. Keep coming, 7. Keep working, mate. You're good now.
And Central Coast now just about up towards the halfway line, but it is the last. So running out of time on this set. And in fact, in this whole match, as the kick there was not very cleanly executed by Morrison.
Hand over.
And they'll hand it over.
Play the ball there, 1.
And the Patriots now back with ball in hand at halfway.
You're good.
They've got a lot to do wrong if they surrender this lead. They seem to be in the box seat, that's for sure.
They do.
Milano. Now away to Wapana. Got the pass free. Picked up Katina.
Grabbing the shorts.
Penalty against the Coast there for a short grab.
With me, 18. Come back.
Beautiful no-look pass there.
1.
Katina takes the tag. Then away to Francis down the short side, who
On the line, 3.
fell to ground, but quickly to his feet. Now Sheeran.
3.
Brown runs at the line. Shows it, turns around, and then
We're on the line.
gets stopped. About 10 metres out from the Central Coast line. Now Moses,
5 and
Jink,
last.
but can't find a way through. This is the last. And the tags come off. So we've seen a few times that happen where the tag has fallen off due to the wet conditions.
Hand the ball
And I'll just
over.
hand this one over. So just on 5 minutes left to go in this one now. The Patriots with a comfortable score.
2.
I think they're going to have to try something different here, the Coast. Like you said, an early kick maybe, and just I don't think they're going to go through the middle and
Late
score.
tag.
So the Central Coast player Booth was picking up his tags and
Late tag.
missed the
Over
ball,
there.
but then they get a penalty on the back of that anyway, the Central Coast. So that's a good
Late tag.
result for them.
Over
And
there.
things were looking a little bit disjointed.
Hey, no. Mate, over here. Hey. Mate.
Yeah, late tag, no advantage. The ref played on and no advantage, so he's come back to the late tag.
Go.
So back underway, and just
Left side. 10.
feels like that
Keep coming.
that
And you
scoreboard
made
pressure is
outside.
starting to weigh heavily on them, isn't it?
It certainly is.
This man's looked likely though. Booth trying to inject something into the Central Coast. Gowan now got a pass way. This is good for the Central Coast. Oh, intercepted there and then tippy-toed over the sideline there by Lindbergh.
10 metres
So
out.
the Central Coast will get it back again.
He was away there if he caught that.
10 in. That'll do.
So Central Coast now
1. Here it is, 10. Come back.
tagged
10.
on the first,
Come
just
on.
inside of the Patriots
now.
half.
2.
Thompson will play it back. This is some good shape here for the Central Coast. McDowell there, threatened to go through.
That was a good tag.
It was a very important tag there because they set up a nice play there that had the defence guessing, created an opportunity through the middle. So they go out to the left now. They've got the numbers, but the Patriots defence slides and they keep it alive though, the Central Coast here. Still going. Can they find their opening try? A tag count resets.
Late tag, 6 to go.
Just where they need it to be. It's not over yet. Central Coast score here. It's going to get very interesting.
1. His hands are up, mate.
So they come across to the right-hand side. They've got plenty of numbers there. The pass out in front. And the tag was made. So another important stop there on Cardell.
Although my watch got knocked off, I have no idea.
Away to the left they go. And
Yeah, mate, yeah. Got
pass
it.
back on the inside to McLean.
Tag 3.
Players just asking how long to go, sir. Referee says I lost my watch about 5 minutes ago. So luckily we've got the scoreboard attendant with the hooter up in the box to come across to the right-hand side.
Yeah, 4.
And the tag was made there on the 4th, about 15 out from the Patriots line.
Way there.
Got good shape across the left here, the Central Coast. You've got to draw them in, though, and get it out there. Oh, here's a pass through the middle. But the tag was made and the pass went forward and the referee got it right as well.
Yep.
Hand over.
That's one of those ones when you play deep into the line that can happen occasionally.
They almost needed to draw them in and then put a little kick through to the corner, didn't they? But
yeah, like I mentioned, I think the Sydney Patriots defence in the middle's been pretty rock solid. I don't think you're going to get through the middle there. I think the Coast need to try something different, but with a minute and a half to go, it's going to be a big ask.
3.
so Diaz brings it up for the Patriots. Now the kick downfield from Wapana takes a deflect and then went over the sideline, but not played at, so he'll turn it over and give possession back to the Central Coast, who have 1 minute and 15 seconds to score 2 tries.
Same time, play on.
I don't think the bookmakers will be giving much chance of that.
Tag 1.
It is the first. Can the Coast get a consolation try in the last 60 seconds? Cardell goes for a run.
2, it's off.
Nearly beat the defence, but the tag fell off, so they come across to the left. The Patriots' defence looks pretty energetic and too energetic because they've been ruled to be offside. So the penalty will go to the Central Coast.
10.
Time for a victory has elapsed, but can they get a consolation one
Step back now, come back.
in the closing 35 seconds of this men's 45 final? This man deserves one.
That's
Booth.
1.
Yeah, Booth and Gowan have both asked a lot of questions. They've played well.
2.
Here's the wrap around there. They took the pass in, but the tag was already made. Moya did well to catch the ball in difficult circumstances, but the tag was already made anyway. So they come across now to Healy.
No, 3.
He will tag 9 out from the Patriots line. To the right they go. Heavy traffic here. There's no way through there at all.
4.
And they'll be wrapped up on the 4th, about 15 out from the Patriots line. Siren sounds in the background. It'll grab a kick through there. This could be okay if he wins the race to the ball.
That's
I like
try,
it.
yep.
For Graham to score a try in the end. Referee says he's held it and he's awarded it.
Yep, it popped up before the try line and he gained possession and bit of consolation there. Try for the Coast.
Good game.
Nice to see a try going to Graham there at the final siren, but it wasn't enough. The Patriots take the men's 45 final, Australian National Championships for 2023 in the men's 45s.
Thank you.
So
Thanks, man. What's that?
both sides congratulating and commiserating. Good sportsmanship all round, as we've seen one throughout the weekend here at CX Stadium. And not just here, but any time OzTag is played. Some good high fives and pats on the backs. And looks like there'll be a few drinks enjoyed by these teams at the conclusion of today. But here's the replay action unfolding. The opening try went to Wapana with that little show and go and then dived over to score. Very flamboyant, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He certainly is. Like I said previously, I think he set that up himself from the plays prior to that.
And here comes the second try, and that's one. There's Wapana getting involved, but then they just send it across to the outside, and Seren.
Nice ball from Francis, and Seren scores. Yeah, with not much room to work with, and then last play of the game, he scores a try there as well.
Yeah, Graham. He never gave up on that ball, and he deserved to score that try. It was never going to be a match-winning try, but he thought, you know what, I'm going to play hard to the end, and he did that. So great commitment for him. So we're going to go down to the sideline and speak to one of the stars for the men's Patriots side, Selwyn Wapana. And we'll go down to Jeff Kellick, who's now standing by on the sideline with the Patriots number 1.
Here we are, sideline at CX International Stadium. Number 1, victorious Selwyn Fada Papa. Mate, great to have you here. You must be excited. Scored a try and you got the win and the boys are celebrating.
Yeah, that's it. I can't wait to get over there, mate. Yeah, look, we worked hard for it. It's been a long weekend. We had a couple of draws during the pool games. So we actually had a draw of Central Coast in the pool game, so it's good to get one up on them in the GF when it counted.
And let me ask you, like, obviously at this age, we want to go, but the body doesn't always hold up. Did you have a few injuries over the weekend?
Yeah, well, actually, one of the boys, Tino, just want to give him a shout out. He actually ruptured his Achilles on Saturday. So he went home yesterday and, found out the bad news. So this one goes out for Tino and obviously the rest of the boys that made it possible here.
And, mate, it's funny, poor bloke, it's not funny. He'll be on a scooter for a while, but it's not the first and won't be the last. As I said, at our age, the head wants to go, the body doesn't want to hang in there. But, mate, well done. You got a try. You ended up winning. They got a late try there, 2-1, but a great result.
With these divisions, it's like a war of attrition. Like, whoever can keep, everyone fit. A couple of teams had breakdowns on the Friday, so, we stayed relatively fit. So we made it through to today and we've done well. Can I just give a shout out to my daughter Nevaeh? It's her birthday today. She's 9 years old. And I would just like to give a shout out to my wife Geordie and Hendrix back at home.
Mate, well done. Love a good shout out. Go and celebrate with your team.
Thanks,
congratulations. Back up to you, Michael. So a victorious Sydney Patriots here in the men's old mates over 45s.
Yeah, well done. Thank you.